This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Steelers coming in at 2-2, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 1-3.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face... Third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Off the play fake, Keenum. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Play clock winding down. Keenum to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. action. Now it's Keenum. And this one is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Easy.
They'll go again with Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Keenum now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down now after the incompletion. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down, it's Keenum. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fournette running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, Keenum. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Over the middle, complete. It's James. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. First carry for James Conner. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff to Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
Talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Now Keenum to try again after the pick 6. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, You're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Back to throw, Keenum. Room here to run. Room to run past midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Now it's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Green 39.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Marty. Leopard. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the Jags grab it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
To throw is Keenum. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They are in the second quarter down in Miami, and it's the Titans who... off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down is Keenum. Caught right side. It's Lewis. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
Now Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Third down here. A.J. Boye, by many accounts, a top quarterback available in free agency this offseason. He showed why there.
Has excellent length. You saw it there, helping defend against the deep ball. Started 2015, down on the depth chart in Houston. Now he's one of the top corners in the league, now in Jacksonville.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, You have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. Three-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. down. It's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Keenum to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 33. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Jaguars on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Bohannon, the fullback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Oh, what a jump. Now Bell hit. He lost gets the football, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Leonard Fournette, a big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And it's Roethlisberger, their captain. He's the one who's still down on the ground here. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So Roethlisberger, we've seen this before, unfortunately. He'll depart. Dobbs is throwing. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, let's go. Man 38. Man 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And the Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The give is to Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins, they've now taken the lead. That has been a back-and-forth affair. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Back to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This could potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Good.
First throw of overtime for Keenum. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
First throw in overtime for Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Keenum. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Bud Dupree in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
A give to Bell. Shifts by him. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Left, left, left. Hey. Here we go. Lock 80.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Steelers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Bell. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 37. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.